and you're struggling to be profitable, you've got to write big bold letters. Most likely, I'm gonna have to wait until 10:45. Most likely. Now we'll probably see a swing here or there before then, but really hard for newbies to trade. Guys, think about this. Every single time we've seen a morning start like this, what's happened? Through the open, you see a little move on the open, and then newbies get all jump in antsy and jump into that move, and then they completely reverse it, slam it down on you. So you have chop, breakout. As somebody who's struggling to be profitable, you should not be taking breakout trades. Those are coin flip trades. Correct? Everybody say yes. Coach Brian. Yes. And I'm running a little late. I'm trying to get myself set up here, guys. So give me a few minutes. I got these auto traders ready to go. I'm not trying to set the grid up here, but I got to be honest with you guys. I'm probably not going to set the grid up until after the open, uh, based on the slowness of this. So I'll tell you what settings I'm going to do. Let's see, let me test something here real quick. Make sure I'm on the right accounts. Give me just a couple minutes here, guys. Just trying to make sure I'm getting everything set up correctly here. All right. This is, okay. All right. Let's get back to this, guys. Look, bring everybody my ES chart here. What has history told us? History has told us that most likely you're going to see the clean swings later in the morning. Okay. You get clear direction later in the morning. So we're pretty much in a neutral territory right now. It doesn't matter trends up or down. Just look at the chart. Every time we've been here, it's been pretty much trend neutral. Okay, start with that. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready to get a plan today? We got like 3 people ready to go. Come on. Everybody ready? Getting your notes ready to go? 4 people. Come on, guys. Where you at? Rich, thank you. Steven, Stefan, sorry. All right. See how many people we got awake here this morning. Travis. All right. Every day, buddy. Every day. All right. So the first thing to write down is if you know who you are. If you're struggling to be profitable, write the time 10:45 down, staple it to your forehead, staple it to your hand, put it on your computer screens, write it down. Just write it down. Know it. Two, if we have chop and breakout morning, as a newbie trader, you're not trading that. Most likely, the only thing you're going to touch as a newbie trader is what? Is what? As a newbie trader, Nice, clean hooks and stochastics. If you're struggling to be profitable, you have two options this morning. Yeah, reversals from the zone with stochastics, clean hooks and stochastics. So if you want to trade in a neutral market, which we pretty much all intents and purposes are, we have no data, right? Look back. We have no real data that says it's going to do nothing more than that. Everybody correct? Since price has got in this area, we have no data, correct? Everybody say yes. This is the only thing we have to go on is what's happened in the past few days. Price has been here. Okay. So we just have to go under the same impression that what has happened in the past 2 days when price has gotten here. Look what happened on Friday, right? Price spent most of the time in this area. Not a coincidence. The day before, most of the time spent in the same area. So what do you think is going to happen today? They feel like they need to trade. Don't feel that's exactly the point I'm trying to make, Lulu. Same area. So most likely, guys, we saw this day before. If I go to the tick chart, what did we see Friday and Thursday? Chop and breakout. Yeah. So we can almost take the 60-minute chart. I mean, we probably do it easier on a 15-minute now that we know 3 days of data and squeeze it in here and say, okay, well, price is here. I mean, we could almost draw a line right through the middle, right? Somewhere almost exactly where price is right now. What could we do with this? What could benefit us with this? Right? Think about that. What could benefit us by doing this? And then saying, okay, that's right around what is that 6098? So right around 61,000. So you could almost say today you're a buyer above that, you're a seller below that. That's not complicated, right? It's the only data we have to go on. What did they do before? They bought above there, they sold below there. Right? Come on, guys. Let's get ready for the open. Good call, I don't know if I'm hearing.
Good morning. I got 2 words for you. Go dogs.
Number 44. Get it to the open here. That's a good call.
Can you hear me? Uh-oh. Can you guys hear me? Yeah, you guys can hear me, right? We lost him. All right, I come on and he disappears. Lulu, did you record your session the other day? Tobias was asking. Can you hear me now?
Hey.
Go dogs.
Go dogs, buddy.
That's all. 2 words.
Hey.
That's it. Have a Texas football hangover.
What's up, Bob?
So,
I got some
welcome.
pictures. I'll pop them in the chat here in a little bit.
Cool.
All right. I can hear Coach Ball now. Life's good. Now I got to set the grid. I'm not sure I really want to do that until after the open, but I think I would like to see what the market wants to do first.
Yeah. Yeah, Lulu, let's
So
do
again,
that again and record it this time.
what's that?
Her class, people were asking about if it was recorded, and she said she had some technical issues. So I said maybe she can do it again and we can record it.
Yeah, let's do it. Can you do it this week? I think it'd be a good class for people to do again. What was the question we had for me? Was there a question for me?
Question? No, the question for me was Lulu's class recorded? I don't. Oh, Miss got run. Yeah.
Okay, let's do early next week.
Next week will be good. It'll be slow anyways for Christmas and stuff. So
Tuesday next week. Sound about right? Yeah, we could do Tuesday next week.
Yep.
I mean, we're not going to have pretty much nothing the following week, guys.
Guys, the grid is up $71 since I turned it on this morning with you guys. Just an update. What I don't understand is why does this, Brian, say 52 when my P&L is 71? This number's
I don't
always
know, but I do know every time you close it out, it does.
it's supposed to update, right? But sometimes it's still off. I wonder if it's not counting in for. Well, no, it would be more if it wasn't counting in for commissions. I gotta get with him about that and see. Doesn't matter. Still making money regardless.
All right. Let's do some. Remember the old days back in like the early 2000s when they get called the Pearl Tide?
Oh no.
Oh, my chart time's up. Sorry about that, guys. Hold on a second.
Oh yeah, I didn't even realize that.
Shit, yes. Forgot to put them back up after refreshing the room.
Isn't this great weather we're having out here? Oh.
It's fantastic. I just rolled in town this morning.
I know. Right. You brought this all. You brought rain with you. Which was.
Hey, I heard it was cold. Colder than.
It was 22 degrees. Nice and warm. I don't think it's that bad right now. I don't think it's that bad right now. What is it? It's
no, it's not that bad.
50 degrees. Yeah,
weather.
Yeah, if it wasn't raining, it'd be okay.
Morning, Michael. Okay, so we are patient traders. Those of you that I don't think there's anybody new on trial, is there?
No,
maybe
not any people. We have a couple new people, yeah.
Yeah.
So what's our line?
Those of you on trial, 100? If you have a badge on your name in this nerd that says trial next to you,
you are on trial.
Pay attention. You're on trial. We are very patient traders. We try not to trade chop. We try not to trade junk. We only trade from clean swings in the market. So that's what we're going to wait on today. Now, we will call trades. Again, we have probably something like 300 people that typically listen to us on a daily basis. So we're going to call trades for advanced traders as well. You guys have to understand that. So again, those of you just showing up, 30 in Minneapolis.
Morning, Michael.
Morning. All right.
More minutes.
The point I'm trying to make here, guys, is we have a lot of people at all varying different skill sets. So I try to give you guys good advice each morning. If you are in one skill set, aka you're struggling to be profitable, you're only trading with clean hooks and stochastics from swings in the market. That's it. Preferably from a zone, like Taylor said earlier. Actually, as a matter of fact, if you're struggling to be profitable, you shouldn't be trading from anything but the zones. So that's check one. Check two. If you are struggling to be profitable, you might want to think about what's happened in the past. What has happened in the past? And 45. We know that. We've seen this movie before. Literally, Friday was a perfect example. What happened? Thursday was a perfect example. What happened both days after that time? Cleaner swings to trade from. That simple. All right, so those are for people struggling to be profitable. People who are consistent on a slow morning like this, you could probably trade the open if you're a consistent trader. If you're an advanced trader, obviously you're allowed to trade the open. If you're struggling to be profitable, you do not trade the open no matter what. Sound life advice here.
And we're off.
Paul.
Showtime.
Sound life advice. Be patient. Okay. There probably will be a breakout, most likely to the downside today, but we'll see. So watch for the breakout trades. I am personally going to wait to turn on any of these buttons until I get clear direction of the market. That's all there is to it.
That's kind of how I feel. Oh, and Q just dumped.
And YM shooting up. So
Wow.
this is why, and the ES is doing nothing. So this is why we're waiting for clear direction. All right, everybody's got the plan. Any questions on the plan, guys? People who are consistent could have traded this breakout on the ES. People who are consistent probably just need to be, even if you're consistent, you probably just need to be waiting right now, to be honest with you. Give it a minute. Let's see if we get some swings. Most likely, again, we're going to see chop and breakout, chop and breakout. Market's already told us that. Let's try to keep you guys safe. You guys know that, right?
Yeah, this is still.
Everybody knows that, right? I mean, again, pick a side in a market like this and trade it, but I just want to make sure everybody stays safe.
Oh,
Assuming the NQ turned around and stopped.
yeah, that's a. Oh,
All right. Let's stay safe. Let's be smart about this. I mean, technically that was a clean little hook of stochastics, but again, as a newbie, you want to wait a little longer. I don't like it hovering on the pivot here in the ES or the YM. So that's another good sign that we're probably going to see chop and breakout. As a matter of fact, you got that pivot right at the number we're talking about. So, I mean, realistically, we could probably use the pivot today. Buying above, selling below. Both YM and ES would probably do that. So meaning, if it dips below at once, no, that's not the deal. Staying below or staying above. You guys understand the difference between that, right? It says, it's got to stay above X or below X. So today we can just use the pivots. If price can stay above the pivot, then we're buying. Price can stay below the pivot, we're selling. You guys understand what I mean by that? Anybody got a question about that statement? Just that one simple statement. Nope. You all have it in our notes then?
yeah.
So we just readjusted our plan a little bit earlier. We had 98 as a number, but on all reality, we could look at the pivots. I don't know where the pivot is on the queue right now, but I'm assuming it's pretty close to the pivot. It's pivot as well.
It's coming down toward it. Yeah, pivots at 583. That's at 622. So that's not much on the NQ.
No, it's no run for the pivot then.
So
So
it looks like it's running for it.
as a newbie, do you want to be trading around the pivot? Probably not. Again, you people are more profitable, experienced, that are comfortable taking more trades. You're welcome to do what I just said. Buy above the pivot, sell below it. Buy above it, sell below it. You're going to get targets off every single time. Okay? Everybody else, sit on your hands so you get some nice clean swings. I don't know if I set these zones yet. Perfectly good zones already done. Because it's real simple. Everybody else uses it. So there's a lot of big people out there that look at the pivot as literally there's traders every day that
Trade
that
pivot.
their entire trading Guys, I went through a lot during orientation last week. This is one of the things I didn't cover, which I probably should in orientation. The different ways big traders trade. There's big traders I know out there that their sole thought process is that price is above the pivot, they're buying it. The price is below it, they're selling it. This is their entire thought process. There's some big traders that I know that just do that. So that's why we put a stake in the pivot. Why do we put a stake in the pivot? Because typically when price gets close to the pivot, it starts chopping around. So why does it start chopping around? It's a natural indecision area because a lot of other people are looking at the pivot. Does that make sense, Tobias? Which it's mistaken for on a day like today, people look at this as a zone. No, it's just because price is stuck at the pivot because people are trying to decide if they want to buy above it or sell below it. That's all there is to it, guys. Right now, it looks like they're wanting to sell below it. Don't do it. Tell them, Lulu. Lulu won't even trade around the pivot, guys.
No, she does not trade around the pivot.
She will not trade around the pivot.
I like certain moves around the pivot, but for the most part, I stay clear when it's dancing
Like
around.
a retest of a pivot
Yeah.
and a nice reversal signal. I'll
or a
take
break,
that.
a breakthrough and then back down. That
Yeah.
like
or something like this where it pushes up, can't
drop
break a
and then
prior high,
come
pushes
and
back down
fails.
through.
Yeah. Something like that.
That's a tradable pivot. But on the
all right.
If you look at anything here earlier, you can't trade that around the pivot. Just can't do it.
I think I'm gonna
You start getting
I'm gonna
swings with
close
some
this.
Cassics and some confluence here.
I'm going to close the grid out at $200, guys, because it's too wild on NQ. So that's all
right.
the grid.
Wait
That's all
before we
the grid
close
for
it
this
out.
morning.
Everybody go to Coach Paul's screen. This is in micros.
I just
$200 on the grid.
Yeah, but
and if you were in minis, that would have been 2,000.
Yeah.
And how much time? 30 minutes.
I turned it on this morning at when I came on about 8:30, I guess. I just let it run around 8:45. I think I turned it on.
Still have it up.
Oh no, I took it down already. Sorry, I shut it off. Now why? See, my total's not showing the same. I got to talk to him about that and figure out why. But I'll take it this morning. It's just getting way too radical to let it run.
$100 to get yourself started. I'll take that.
If it was a sim account, I'd let it run, but it's a real account, and I don't want to bank my money.
You get to set your drawdown limit, Tobias.
Yeah.
All set to at $500 every day. The drawdown.
500. That's my max loss.
But I don't think you've seen since you've been using it.
It's never hit 500.
$200.
The biggest loss was like 250, 260, somewhere around
there. It wasn't
there.
even a loss. It just was a drawdown.
It was a drawdown. Excuse me, drawdown. Yeah. Yeah. It hasn't had a losing day now that I think about it. Other than one, I think I shut it off one time, and it had nothing to do with the grid. I just shut it off. It was down like $200, and I shut it off because I just didn't want to give any more back that day. They probably would have got it back if I let it run, but just letting it run. And what I've been doing is anytime it gets over $200, I just look at the market. If I'm happy with it, I'll kill it. Sometimes I'll let it run. The other day, Friday made what? I switched it from one account, made 500. I stopped it. Then I switched it to another account and made another 500 and something. So made over $1,000 in micros on Friday.
Then I'm going to do 2 points in the minis. And
I mean, Brian trades it in the minis and it does very well. I don't.
I'm already up $200.
Yeah, I'm just don't like risking a whole lot of money. If it's printing me consistently between 200 and 500 every day, what do I care? I mean, that's because I'm using it in a real account. I'm not playing it in sim. So
playing around with this thing. I ain't afraid no ghost.
I ain't afraid no ghosts. Yeah.
All right. I told you guys what the setting I did was 2 points. Yes. Ooh. Again, I have my minis set to a drawdown max loss of 2,500 for me personally. Trailing entries, trailing stops, obviously. And I got it on both directions right now because, again, should be in a range bound market for a little while. So
Yeah.
see how that
That's what I
works.
found, Tobias. It works very well in a range bound market, choppy and range bound markets. If you run them both ways especially I mean, for me on the NQ, because it does move so much, it's real
Even
easy.
when we had that trending day a couple weeks ago, that was strong trending. I
Yeah.
ran it down on the short side.
Yeah.
And
That's what I'm saying. If you run it directionally on a directional day, then obviously that'll pay out. But what I have found, and maybe it's just, again, maybe because the NQ does move so much up and down, maybe that's why. But both the I honestly leave it on both all the time.
we've been pretty close in
Yep.
returns. I mean, NQ's
Yeah.
outdone the ES a few days, but
Yeah. The amounts
pretty
have been
close.
about the same every, micro versus mini. If you were to do
Convert the
the conversion. Yeah. We did
the
not
grid
break the
must be good
5-minute
right there.
high or low. We went right back to the chop zone. Yep.
Yeah,
I just looked
I consider So Lamont, I consider anything in this area on the 15-minute. I mean, I go to the 15-minute chart. Anything that's in this area, and you look at this, you can almost take a line and put it down here and say, okay, here is our. I mean, if you really, really want to, hey, I want to sell heavy below this, buy heavy above that. We already have the top side there at 61. What did we say the other day? 6104.
6104. Yeah.
Yeah, was on the line. Um, we already said 88 the other day, but realistically, now that we're in this area, we probably could call this stuff the. If you go below and say below this area here where price just stopped, probably a real area right there. So below 90, you're a seller now. So if it stays below 90, you're a seller. If it stays above that 98 area, you become a buyer. And if you're struggling, you probably want 104 below 90 and above 104.
Getting a buy signal on the YM. At least back up to that
W on
pivot,
the
I would
ES,
think.
but it's down now.
A little
So
risky. A little risky.
yeah, you probably won't.
I got my target off on a small W, but that's a little risky. I didn't want to call that in the room.
Yeah, I don't think that's.
Yeah,
We probably need to be looking at sell signals. To be honest
if
with you guys.
anything, yeah, no, you're absolutely right about that. Small scalp.
Again, I don't want to sell into support here. So let's just let it figure itself out. We will just be patient. We got zero volume, so somebody's going to jump in here again. We already know this, guys. We already know. We'll be closing down around 11, and some newbie's going to be like, I didn't get a trade today. Well, that's fine. You know what to do. Clean hook and stochastics. Wait for a swing. Most likely on the short side. Write it down. So what do I mean? You want the market to have a clean look right here before the open, or right at the open. You want the market to have a clean swing up, a retest of an area. Are you guys paying attention? Like, if you're going to trade this, guys, put everybody on my ES screen here. Wait, your screen doesn't have anything on it, right?
Mine? Oh,
it does. Okay, never mind. Let me bring everybody on my ES screen.
No, I shut it down, the grid.
Okay.
But I could.
So this is what you're waiting for. You're waiting for a retest, swing up, wait for it to get a little clean hook here in stochastics. That's what you're trading as a newbie. If you're struggling to be profitable, a break below this area, though, bigger traders, people with bigger accounts, you can look to short it. If you are not a profitable trader, you're not making a bear flag trade your first trade of the day. Odds are we're not going to stay below that area, though. like to see a nice little retest up here, even a first touch rule. Same with the YM. You got a little W forming, but still look at the same thing on the YM. Same thing on the YM. You're still kind of in that neutral territory if you look back.
Target's off on my YM long. But now, let it go up into the zone, take a short.
So you got to revert to the same YM numbers that we gave you, right, last week. So you should have written those down, and you should have said, oh, okay. If price stays below this level, I'm a seller. Actually, today, if price stays above this level in the YM, you're a buyer. The level it's at right now. At 777. That number
Yeah,
keeps
that's
coming up, doesn't it?
7. Yeah.
777 number keeps coming up.
Between that and the pivot seems like to be the area.
Yeah, I would shorter reversal from the YM here.
There you go, Stefan.
So what do you do? What's that?
He was saying his 699 looks different than yours, but Tobias said, could you be on MES? And he was.
Yeah, there's a way to overlay the charts on top of each other. There's your sell signal. Just missed that.
Guys, or just get Joel's chart trader. you can show the NQ and just trade the MNQ. I mean the MES. Show the ES and trade the MES with the click of a button.
I was trying to get over on the other chart. Sell that.
You talking about the YM?
The ES. The
ES.
Formed around the first touch rule.
Yeah.
I did call the first touch rule. Did anybody take the first touch rule? Any people that are consistent? You got to push up. Nice little clean stochastics. Should have gotten targets off. Now they're going to try to push it up some more. So if you didn't do it, don't go in late. This is not a day for late trades. Okay. 640. Let's see what the numbers were that I gave you guys last week. I like this area. I mean, if you guys want to look at my YM screen, try to. If this thing bounces off this pivot first touch roll again, I'll count that as a bigger M. What am I looking for? Looking for YM chart. There we go. So really, the number that I think is at, right, I mean, again, right at 800, just right in this area. I mean, what is this low of the end of the day the other day? $790. See where that ended up. 777. So somewhere between 777 and 790. Above that, you can be a buyer.
77.
And you could probably look at 640. You had this low here, and then you had another low back there. Yeah, somewhere around 680, I would say, really. If you want to be conservative, call it 640. I'd be looking at maybe the 650 to 640. So below that, you're a seller on the YM. Above that 777 level or 780, you got to be a buyer on the YM. There you go. Got it, Monica? My money? All right. I gave you guys my settings on that. I should have that. Settings for the grid, that is.
Be right back.
It's a grid this morning. Huh? What's that? Just turned it on a bit ago. While we're waiting to take one of our trades. Since I told you when I turned it on, guys, there's another little M forming. If you're green or you're a bigger trader, you could probably take a shot on that. I still think I want to trade from the zones today, personally. That's why we got this thing built for you guys. Right. You know what? Oh, shoot, I just missed it. I was going to say, I'll take a shot on this. Hopefully you guys follow my M on that one. Missed it. Did anybody do it? I missed it. I'm not going to chase it. If you did it, make sure you get your targets off. Should continue down a little ways for you now. Dag nabbit. Missed it. These little bangers this morning, that's the only thing we can look for. Okay. Yeah. I mean, again, this is a good day. If you're a person who's out there struggling to be profitable, this might be a sim day for you. It's not a bad idea. Target's off definitely now, guys. Nobody did it. I said if it retests the 89, I would try to take it. I just didn't get in my chart fast enough to press the sell button. That's all there was on my part. Although the auto trader did get me short on the YM here on the reversal. So hopefully we'll get the target off on that. Hope so. Hey, locked in $80. Another $80. There we go. Myself a guaranteed win there and good to go. So it got me short on the YM, which I wanted to be. ES is trying to take stops again. Did anybody do the first touch rule? I called the first touch rules for both the YM and ES, even though you hadn't had a cross on that. I told you guys to take the first touch rule if you got a nice trade. Did I not tell you guys to look for the first touch rules? Okay, Larry, good job, D9s. Good night. I did give those. Those are pretty clear instruction, right? Okay. Now, those of you on trial, first touch rule for us is just, if you're looking at my ES charts, it's a retrace back to the 89 exponential, which is the white line on my tick chart, and a reversal pattern, or just a non-tick reversal is what we call it. Some type of something that tells you it wants to reverse. I wish I was in this now because it's probably going to run down a little bit. When did it push it down? Syria gets invaded. The charts don't move. It's crazy. All right, stops are at behind that retracement now, 93.50 on the ES. You guys can follow my stop on the YM. We'll go under this behind this wick here. The high of that is 727. 728. Stop now. So I'm gonna go to a true break even. Guarantee myself $80 on that. And boom shakalaka. There you go, people.
There you go.
A huge winners, but still winning.
A winner.
And they're trying to take stops again on the ES. Hopefully that holds. It's going to tick up and take the ES stop that we just gave you. Maybe not. A battle going on there. Yep, got you. All right, that means I want to squeeze my YM down some too and lock in a little bit more profits because that's the game they want to play. I'll take another tick or two as soon as this pops back down some. Take me out of that flat. All right, good. Right. Don't want to go too many times to the well on the first touch there, guys. Again, take a chance on little tiny clean hooks and stochastics. You actually had that on that M that I called with first touch rule, guys. Both of them. Clean hooks and stochastics. Exactly what we talked about. Same on the YM. First touch rule, clean hook and stochastics. They should be flat now. There's another sell signal. Technically, it's not a setup for us, but sell signal. I just wouldn't take it right now, guys. But you go one chance with nice. Look, see how this works, guys? Think about this. Here, look. This is exactly what I was talking about. Don't tell the ES what to do, device. Don't get that in your mind. Please, buddy. Should and will are two different things. We just have to go on what we've seen people bought from here in the past. Okay? So, lots of people bought from here in the past. Lots of people bought from here in the past. Look at this. Okay? So that's a big area right there. That's the only data we have on this area in the ES is we know that people bought from here. That's all we know. So the odds are there's still some buyers sitting around that area. Yeah, you can say it looks heavy. I'm trying to mold your mind. You understand that, right? So you don't the preconceived notion. I know I say, and I, right because okay, good. The thing is, I say all the time, and you guys, and I think people do get confused. I get matter of fact, and Mark's going to do this, but guys, you got to understand. I've been looking at charts for, like I said, I put my 10,000 hours in last week, right? I put my time in to know when Mark's going to do something. I don't know this morning. Does it look heavy? Yeah, it looks heavy. But the past, week and a half, every time we said something like that, they push it down and all. What do? Buy it back up. Right? Does that make sense, guys?
Yep. Makes clear sense.
All they've been doing, same thing on a YM. I guarantee the NQ's doing the same thing.
It is.
They'll push it down, push it back up. And then all of a sudden they get all the novices on the thing is short, and they try to jump in heavy short, and they turn it around and take it right back up. And then vice versa, get all the novices thinking long, turn around, take it right back down. That's what the indexes have been doing, guys. So you just have to think about what's happened in the past. Yeah, we got a little banger on the YM, but guys, here's the point I'm trying to make: is if we just follow our rules, 89 is down, 200 is down on the ES. It's about to be down, 89 is turning down on the YM. And you're trend neutral on the YM, and you're coming into a resistance area. So what do? Here, right, my ES. Look how easy this was compared to this crap. This trade I called right here. I said if it retests again, I'm gonna take a shot in it. I just couldn't get my mouse over there fast enough to press the sub button. But if you followed my instructions, you're green this morning. Yeah. Even if you got in late right here where the stochastics hook down, you still got targets off. And it's a little trade, but it's a winner. That's a heck of a lot easier to do than maybe something that's a sharp or really sharp turn for a newbie. So That's the point I'm trying to make. Is odds are today, the odds are that we will see good price action after 10:45. Now we know that for most likely. So what's a likely scenario here? Okay, let's back into this. Here we go, Tobias. You ready for this?
This is good stuff. We talked about this the other day on our coaching call about reading the market. He by the way, he's excellent on his entries. Absolutely perfect. He's just reading the market's his thing.
All right, so here you go. You've got to, again, every single day. Here's the Ronjo. Is Ronjo in here? He's traveling today, I think, maybe.
Yeah, I think he's traveling. I don't know. Is tomorrow? Is he coming Wednesday or tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow.
Oh.
He'll be on your front doorstep tomorrow.
Oh, why she got me booked all day tomorrow? All right.
I'll fix that. Hey, what's up, buddy?
Hook 'em.
You're live.
Hook 'em.
Hey, at least it went overtime.
Yeah,
it made it a game.
It was a great game. It was a really good game. Either way, it was
a really good game.
That was a hit. So on that poor kid got. Well, Lord, did he get hit hard?
Oh, that dude should have been ejected. I'm not. It's not that I'm talking crap about Texas, but
they say it wasn't targeting. I don't know how that wasn't targeting, but wow. I'm surprised they didn't go check him for a concussion protocol. I mean, they let that guy just walk around afterwards. Like, I mean, that
still can't go straight at somebody's head with your shoulder pads. That's still targeting. If it's straight on the head, that'd be legal. Sideways from the side with your shoulder pads, that's knockout status. Oh no, I think it's a Kirby Smart play to get Stockton in the game. And by the way, again, those of you on trial, it is a slow Monday morning, so
we're talking. It's not high enough.
What's that?
I was just looking at this for. Man, never mind. It doesn't matter.
These fiddles do not help. That's for sure.
Yeah, this is just not. No,
I'm not trading that. As soon as the grid takes me flat, I'm gonna turn it off.
Yeah, I'm glad I turned that grid off with the profit because.
Flat 89. Shot both YM and ES. Again, we'll get our opportunities, people. Patience. A lot of times we get on these side tangents, talking about other stuff like football and racing and everything else. The reason we do it is because we don't want you trading this crap. We had our chance. Clean hook and stochastics. Got it on the YM, you got it on the ES. Guys, on a day like today, be happy with that. I mean, look at this. That was 100 and where's my control center? I mean, it was $180 trade. Find it. Sorry, $132 P&L on that one trade. I'm happy with that right now. Be happy with that. Why? What do we know? We know that there's going to be days we're going to have. Should I go through my routine here? Racing. We talk about football, NASCAR, and UFOs. Drinking light beer. All right, that's what we do here at Liberty.
Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew. You know, where's my moonshine? Who's been sent? Bob, you send me some of that moonshine, buddy? For real? Yeah. And Charles are like, you guys are talking about drinking on Monday morning? What's wrong with you? No, we're just joking around, guys. Bob, not really. Coach Paul, can you do that today?
Do what's that supposed to be?
Chat with
today, right? Are you on my schedule? think you are.
Because we need to talk about the other thing with them too.
Yeah, I got you at 12, right? 12 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, gotcha.
You
Gotcha. Nay, or whatever it was you wore the other day.
Hook 'em.
Nay. And then what he was the other day?
Stay away from the virus. We thought it was because you were just having too much fun because your lady was in town. At least that's what we told everybody.
Yeah, that's what we said.
I'm mortified.
Getting a short on the NQ if someone's interested.
Yes, yeah.
It's got a break right here.
I just don't see any direction, both ES or YM guys. So I'm just gonna write my math about other stuff. Unless you guys have a topic you want me to talk about. You got one good little swing in, one good little trade. That's the kind of patience you have to have, guys. Look at the stochastics, both YMs right now. You want to trade that crappy stochastics? Do it. I'm not going to do it. No direction. We're still in that area of.
Yeah, this is garbage.
Obviously, we do have a slight bias to selling right now. We got a little M, but again, I don't want to trade that. Breakout traders, you're breaking out below 90. That's what you're looking for. If you have that, that's in your game plan. You're able to do it. But most likely, we're going to see support.
This is ugly.
All right, stretch. There you go. Perfect.
Yes, sir.
Great job, buddy. See you tomorrow. I feel the same way, Stretch. You can't trade this. Wow, Stretch. Guys, again, I'm going to go through what I go through every single day now. Do not be tied to a daily monetary outcome. Be tied to a setup that works for you on a day like today. Okay? All right? Everybody say yes. Please do not be tied to having to make X amount of money. The markets will chew you up and spit you out.
Yeah.
If your thought process is my daily, you know how many times I've heard that? I did that in the past myself. My daily goal is how did I change the margin on this so it shows the rest of the 15-minute chart? Properties, right?
The properties, yeah. Oh no. You're talking about in the
on the price
right there, yeah. In the price tag. There you go.
Margin.
You got it on 6.
Lower.
I'm telling you, if you make it bigger, it stretches it all together.
The edge marker.
Properties. And there you go. And now right there, where it says right side margin, right there.
60.
I don't think 60 and 50 is going to make a huge difference.
This is one of the. There we go.
There you go.
So I can see
that helped.
Last candle. See, here's a great example. Like right here. They've got everybody guessing short. Here you go. They've got everybody guessing short right now. Everybody. To me, I'm saying, hey, it's got to stay below. Look here, look. Forget 90. Use the zone. To me, it's got to stay below this zone, the short heavy, and above that zone, the buy heavy. Use the same thought concept on the YM, guys.
Yep.
Even though I already gave you a number. Use this zone that's in right now. It's got to stay below if we want to be short. It's got to stay above it. It's actually got to stay above the upper zone that I did put a zone in because it's right around the pivot today, and I don't want you guys trading that. But prior zone and YM right there around the, like I said before, that 790 to 41, or so 790 to 8, what was it, 8 something? Above that, you could probably be buyers. Below this zone, it stays below it, you could probably be sellers. Other than that, sit on your hands for a minute. Here's the breakout on the ES. Did anybody that has permission, did anybody do the breakout trade at all? Anybody with permission do that?
This thing's got to get below 88.
Would say yes. All right. Now you could take a retest trade. Most likely, we'll look at price action and see what it looks like. YM's still chopping around, so there's not much to do there. Right. All right. Yeah, mandatory coffee break here in a second.
Yeah, MCB.
MCB. All right, guys. If it breaks below 90 and you have a bigger account, you can sell it. If it stays, use the zone. All right, here you go. If you get a clean sell signal from the zone on the YM, take it short. If you don't take it. If it breaks below this zone here on the ES, you can look for a bear flag if you have a bigger account. Everybody else, you're waiting for a retest trade. All right, you guys got that? That way I can run to my mandatory coffee break. Cash
rate. What do we got? Cash rate and
30.
RBA rate statement. 930. I don't know if that'll do much, but we'll see. Yeah.
Maybe to strike some interest in. All right, I'm gonna do a mandatory coffee break. Do you guys have that? You guys got that? If you get a clean signal on the YM, sell it.
Wednesday.
Retest trade for struggling traders on the ES or bear flag below the zone. Yeah, it's red folder. Okay, you guys got that? I'm gonna go to my mandatory coffee break right now. Don't know what a retest trade is? Go to class. Next, go to orientation.
Go to class.
Covered that a lot. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'll be back in a few minutes, guys.
Welcome to Brady Trading Club, everyone. Miss Paulina here. Hopefully you've enjoyed our live stream this morning and a demonstration of our auto traders. If you're interested in joining us live in the trade room for live trade calls and see our auto traders in action, just use the link in the description below to start a free 3-day trial. Please like, subscribe, and share.
Let's do it.